Hello, everyone. Justin Burgess here with Ben Pro. I want to introduce my good friend David Barrett with Crumdale Partners.
Thank you, Justin. Thanks for having me. My name is David Barrett. I'm the Regional Sales Director for Crumdale for the state of Louisiana.
David, let's introduce what Crumdale is and what you guys specialize in.
What we specialize in is really assisting small to mid-sized employers safely self-insure so they can take advantage of all the benefits of being self-funded like a 1,000-plus group.
As we have employers coming up on their renewals for 2025, what are some things you're seeing in the market from a cost containment perspective, and what's really driving increases for groups?
From a cost containment perspective, we look at it in two different lanes. You have the medical piece and then also the pharmacy piece. On a medical, what we're looking at is auditing claims at a threshold of 5,000 or higher, and then also data steerage, which we use data steerage on our clinical management side and then also on our member advocacy piece. And then on the pharmacy piece, that's where you probably get the most bang for your buck, where we're outsourcing high-cost specialty medications.
What are some programs we can implement on the pharmacy piece? You want to touch on that?
Yes, on the pharmacy side, we first look at patient assistance program because that's where you're going to get the biggest discount. Then from there, we're also going to look at stacking the manufacturer coupon with an RX rebate. We're going to look at the market, domestic market, see if there's any biosimilars available, and then if as a last resort, we'll also have access to the international market as well.
So, as a consultant, we often hear a lot of times from employers that it sounds great, but what responsibility do I have as the employer, the HR director, the CFO? I don't want employees coming to me about their prescription drugs and they're getting calls from the advocates saying, hey, you need to get a mail order from Canada, UK, New Zealand, et cetera. What would you say to that?
Well, first off, I would say all the people in the process are Crumdale employees. We take 100% accountability of the entire process. We don't use any third-party vendors. So once we determine and we detect a high-cost medication, they'll contact me. I'll contact you as the consultant and let you know who the member is, what the medication that they're taking, and then you would reach out to the HR director, and then our pharmacy care coordinators would reach out to the member and start the process.
And let's just touch on the packaging of the actual pharmacy from an international source and about if it's English speaking or it's different language. Just touch on that for a second.
Yes, thanks. As far as international, at Crumdale, we only use Tier 1 English-speaking countries. Tier 1 meaning from an FDA perspective, their FDA's the only countries that are in line with our FDA standards. And then English-speaking is important because when they do receive the medications, they need to be able to read the information, particularly warning labels on the side of the box.
Yeah, so the one example I want to touch on for the international sourcing is that it obviously can't be mandated that the employees must go through this process, but the way we do it is that we say, hey, Justin, if you go to Walgreens, your drug's going to be $300-$400, but if you talk to the advocate, they found a solution that it's going to be shipped $0 to your door. So that's the way you properly do it for employees. At the end of the day, we're all trying to save money. On the topic of saving money, what are some recent success stories that you've had recently?
Recently, I wrote a group 1-1, just a little over 300 employees, and within the first 4 months, we were able to find 5 high-cost specialty medications. We're in the process of moving 4 of those to the patient assistance program, and we've successfully moved 1 to a biosimilar. One of the high-cost specialty medications was a $320,000 cancer fusion medication. And then in total, it was about $500,000 in savings to the group. So you can imagine on a group that size, reducing the overall health spend, pharmacy spend by $500,000, it's going to have a dramatic impact on the group's renewal for next year.
Yeah. Well, that's perfect information. Thank you. This has been super helpful. Appreciate it.
Hey, Justin, thanks for having me.